Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias, and welcome back to Material Energy Exploration. In the last episode, we finished up the section of the controller and all that kind of stuff, or so I thought. So we're not done over there, and the reason we're not done is pretty nasty. Um, so yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, there is a little bit of something I need to talk about. So this map, I have done a lot of the maps I do. There is at least some documentation and whatnot, and I try my best to avoid spoilers and that kind of stuff. But I'm not shy of going and looking things up. Oh hey, there was more stuff there. There's stuff hidden everywhere. I'm not too shy about going and looking things up, and whatnot. But for the most part, I try to keep semi-spoiler free. And for some series that I do, I have no choice in the matter. That is basically exactly what I have to do anyways. Because these series aren't popular, like this map in particular was not around very long, and there wasn't too many videos on it. It kind of flew under the radar. Not saying that's a bad thing, not saying anything negative about the map itself, but that just basically means that, hey, there's not really much resources out there. There's nothing out there for me to go look up if I get stuck. And so I lucked out with this one. I did look up some stuff, and I did find some stuff. And it's bad. So this is something I don't necessarily agree with, but I kind of get it. I wish there was a hint for it more than anything else. So before we were doing this and trying to get, so these two elevators work pretty nice, but this isn't one big elevator. This is a bunch of small elevators. And some of them lead other places, like this one. There's also another one that leads further down, like that one. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Just more double layers. So yeah. There is a lot of things going on with this map, and we need to be a little bit more thorough if we get stuck, is all I'm saying. And I don't necessarily agree with that because there was never really any indication that a large set of elevators like that would lead you to different places. But at the same time, all's fair. But I guess what I'm saying more than anything else is we might get stuck. And if we do, I cannot guarantee that I'll be able to find the answer. From what all I can see, we're getting to the point of we'll be farther along in this map than any other video I could find. Not saying there's not other videos, not saying there's other resources, not saying that people haven't actually, played through this map completely. All I'm saying is there is at least a level of we might be going into uncharted territory, which is a map that we might play someday, but that's not the point. So yeah, we're kind of hopefully gonna find everything that we need, and that's it. Now that is suspicious. So you have orange stained glass and orange hex plated glass, and hex plated glass on this side. So that's suspicious, but not really noteworthy. But yeah, so we are hopefully not going to struggle too much more. But this was super important, and I'm glad I looked it up and found out. Those are rebellious blocks, because this is the other side. This is where we needed to go to unlock the path forward. So this was the area we were in last episode that was a lot of the capacitors and then these skull stuff, the electrodes and all that kind of stuff. We got the boots So I'm assuming that it kind of wants us to go next to go to the jumping puzzles. And I'm kind of getting that from pretty much what all we have lore-wise. So we've kind of jumped around with the journals and whatnot. And so that there's a lot of questions. We broke this. You know what? I'm going to leave it broken. But I do want to go check if there's elevators, or was this an exit? I think this is right. This is this area. I don't want to go that area. So we're going to check to see if there's any other elevators before we continue on and see if there's anything else we've missed. Because unfortunately, the other thing that this map kind of likes to do is, well, basically hide things everywhere. And I think, yeah, no, we went through that pretty thoroughly. So I think we'll be okay with that. And so let's just grab these guys. Let's go to the other side before we continue forward. Because I feel like there was another area that had a gigantic like set of elevators. Now these are all lamps. I'm scared that one of these is going to eventually be like an elevator or something. Okay, that was that area. I believe we also covered that one pretty well. And so this area, going back to the beginning of it, so like right here we have elevator up. This doesn't go any farther up. Okay, none of these are going to go up, but make sure each one doesn't go down. Okay, so we should be good on those. Now the next thing I want to check out is it here? No, that's the way back. This one was a pretty big set of elevators. I guess some of these did take you to other places, but I don't know. I don't know that I fully agree with some of the decisions and whatnot. But anyways, we should be able to go through here now. And this is peculiar. Not entirely sure. Ooh. We have Ocelot. So now we have night vision. Okay, that's actually really nice. Is there anything else? I see that chest over there. This is going to have a bunch of capacitors and a lore page. So I believe it was Agar. I'm here for a reason. If only I could learn or remember. So I see there is a chest over in that side. Right here. More capacitors. So I wonder if you could get here before, and this is how you get enough capacitors to have enough for everything else. Looks like it. I see that. Here is another chest. More capacitors. And I'm not really seeing much else, which is not good because I don't know where else to go. There's more capacitors. So yeah, there is some things that are quite worrying. Mostly like, where do we go next? So that goes back out. We got that chest, yes. Those are the ocelots. I think one is enough. And I don't really see anything else in here. So let's leave. We can come back if need be. And I really don't know what's next. We are hungry. So I guess, because this took us to another teleporter. We can see a lot better now. I don't see anything though. I just kind of want to look around a little bit. Yeah, I definitely don't see anything. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, I think we're good here. So I guess let's open up all the doors, just because we can, and that way, if we ever need to, we can kind of come back. So 1, 2. Just do that. We have so many capacitors now, and I really just don't know what to do from here, to be honest. But I guess we'll figure something out soon enough. So we have a red tulip. That is something we're going to need later. As well as just random things. Really don't know if there's anything else to do here. So let's head back, and I want to go. There's one space that I want to kind of explore a little bit more. You guys will see once we get there. Now that we have the ocelot. See, those are the lore books and the core logs. What does this guy do? Temporary shield. If we right click. Oh, cool. Cool, but not super useful. So this way. I think we already went through here, but I kind of want to explore just a little bit more. Because there's a good chance. Did we get that? Yes. So we don't have. See, there's 5, 10, 13. All right. So, hey, what's that? Did we go down here? Wait, what? Oh, that's how you're supposed to get through it. Okay. You know, let's take a walk with this. Just because, yeah, it's really hard to see, but with night vision, it should no longer be. Just kind of look around. Definitely want to try to find anything and everything we possibly can. And I don't really remember where this goes. But we have plenty of food and whatnot. So it's not like it's a big issue or anything. So yeah, let's just walk on down. See what we can see. So there is a path. I think this leads back to the where we just were. But exploring it again probably isn't the worst of ideas, especially since a lot of this is kind of uncertain. And I don't really know where to go next. I mean, I know where there's some puzzles, but at the same time, I don't know how to get through said puzzles. So this looks pretty much like a long maintenance shaft would. I don't see any holes or anything in the walls. Let's just eat. And yeah, this does lead to the giant fall. Yeah, this leads right back to where we were. Okay. So, I guess, where do we need to go? I know that there is the maze in the spatial storage area. I know that is a thing we could work on. Because we're still missing some stuff from that. And all in all, like, I know that I'm missing some items. I know people who were similar places we are had more items than I did. Had specific items that I don't, I guess, is more important. And it's just one of those things of not entirely sure what to do. Some more lore pages. These are all the same, I do believe. I don't think putting something in there is going to help. But this has items in it. We need to find an inventory panel so that we can see what items these are. So I don't think it matters which direction you go through this. But I didn't notice that it had items. Huh. Or maybe by putting it into... Actually, let's go see. Because that one is completely empty. Did we take all of those? Yeah. So we have some items. And we just need to figure out... I haven't seen anything that suggests that we can get the items off of this disc. But that is something we're going to want to do. There was nothing over there, I do not believe. Let's check the other side real quick. There is something I want to look with this. But yeah, like, it's just mysteries. I probably should play Antimatter at some point. That is the game this is somewhat based off of. But yeah, so you activate the system by putting something in there. I think is how it all worked, and that opens up a door, which leads you to something else, and something else, and something else. Type of thing. So with all of this area, it seems to be completed. Didn't really find much more. But, I mean, there is always the chance that we'll find more stuff somewhere else. Let's go over to all of the people and see if there's anything there we can deal with. I really don't know, but I'd love to see. I don't know if it's smart to go down there. I gotta say it's not. Let's try to get to a vantage point where we can actually see a little bit better. Okay, but that looks like a... Does this side have it? Okay, but there's a secret down there. You know what? We fall down there and bad things happen. We can always come back up. So I don't actually know what all this stuff is about, or if we can jump over there, or what. I kind of want to try, and like I said, if we encounter, I mean, this is very obviously the one block, the anti-blocks. Those things are so dark. It is absolutely astounding. but I don't really see anything in here that screams look at me outside of Pahamar. So I don't know what the deal is, but we're gonna take the risk. We're gonna come down here, and the reason being is right there. That is different, and it had something in it. So, was I supposed to do this? Also, I didn't realize those are changing colors. I thought there was different color ones in all of the different places. Nope, they're changing colors. That is also out of place, but that's not... It's actually a way to get back up. And... oh, there's a ladder. Okay, so evidently this was kind of somewhat planned. It was expected that you would come down here, and there is a way to get back up. One you could not see that leads you higher? Question mark. But then what's this about? Or is that just a mistake? I doubt that it's a mistake. Huh. I do not know. But I don't see anything like that anywhere else in this little area, so I'm not sure. But now we can go up here. We can go on top. And what do we have here? We have an anvil. Okay. I don't have anything damaged, but we found a pet. I wonder if the pets are like the... oh, that's a wedge slip. Okay. It was different. I wonder if the pets are like the trophies in the other stuff. Now I kind of want to see what happens if we jump down in Pahamar's room. So is there any signs of anything up here? No? Okay. So I think that's it for in here. I missed. That was not good. So let's try to get back to somewhere safe. Okay, so just checking to make sure there's not anything else anywhere nearby. Let's just fall down here like so. Nice and safely. Not, you know, falling to our death. Alright, so I know that this is like the last area. This is not new. We need to get over that to get to the next area. This is back to the nest, which I think is the last of the lore. We get the singularity. We need to have something here, and then we need a white tulip for something else that will teleport us over. Cool. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is like the last area that I think we're going to need to go to. And then over here is another area. Steak is a good food source, but I kind of wish there was better ones. We just need 2 more diamonds, and I might look into seeing how to find those. But I don't know. I'm hoping that next week from when this airs, so if you're watching this in the future, sorry, it should already be up. I'm hoping to finish Material Energy 4 sooner rather than later. So I just want to mention that real quick. Hopefully there is not an episode of this next week, but there might be. Alright, so we can get to Pahamar. But there's not really anything we can do. So Okay, we can at least jump back over there. I'm just curious. Yeah, so this is anti-blocks. Is there anything down here or any way to get back up? Anything at all? I don't believe so. Although this doesn't have a completed pillar. That's interesting. But I don't know that that's super important or anything. Let's just make sure there's no way to get back up before we fly. So, yeah. Okay. So let's go game mode C. I kind of just wondered what would happen. So back to survival. Forgive me, but I was curious if there was anything down there, especially after there was down over here. So with that being done, I think we've kind of solved everything here for now, at least. There's not really much else to do here. So I guess let's go back, and I might look into pretty much whatever else I can find. Ooh, actually, there's one last thing. Because, again, like I said, I watched a person play this, and I figured out where some stuff was from watching them. And I had well, I saw something that they did, so let's do that real quick. And it's somewhere in here, I don't remember where. So in here somewhere, there is a thing that we're going to need. I believe it was in one of the fans, but I could be wrong. So we're going to just hover over literally everything in this room because we need it. And yeah, somewhere in here. I'm going to probably look to see if I can find out where any more of the super secret stuff is. And I might even try to figure out if there's anywhere, because I like I said, I was watching somebody play through this, trying to figure out what all we're missing, and they had an item that I don't have yet. I don't know that it will need it, but I would like to have it. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. I might look up again where that was, but because my my reminder myself wasn't super specific. So maybe it was down here. I don't think it was. Anyways, I will write a better reminder for myself, and yeah, basically there is still some more stuff we need to find, and I don't think it was here. Let's go down here, go back up. This just goes around, hooks up to another system, and yeah, so, I wish I could remember where it was. I wrote in controller room, which is what I've been calling this, but I don't remember where at in here. I mean, that is a safe, that is a carpenter safe, but was it back here? No, I feel like it was on this guy. Basically, we're looking for something very specific. I don't know if carpenter blocks work with transparent items or not. I actually have no experience with that. I've never really looked or tried that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of really trying to just experiment. Where would it have been? Over here, maybe? So let's just look through all of these blocks. Right there it was. So this is important, and it's hidden like in the middle of nowhere. So I might have to look into like where some stuff is in this. There might be duplicates, there might not be. I don't know. But anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, when we return back to material energy exploration, I think what we're going to end up doing is crying a lot as we try to figure out the puzzle over there. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!